This is the Brown Boy Wonder podcast.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. Guys, WrestleMania is around the corner. WrestleMania 40, the biggest show of them all, the granddaddy of them all. We all waiting for Cody versus Roman. But before we get into that, I have my guest here. Skyler, how are you doing today?
It's me. I'm back. I'm here to watch some more wrestling, which means it's a good day. How are you, Abrar?
Yeah, it's a new day. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, man, Cody versus Roman is a big match. What are you feeling about this match with all the implications of The Rock and Seth Rollins and all of that?
Oh, man. I am so hyped for that match. For both matches, because it's a tag match night one, and then the Roman versus Cody night two. They really... So when The Rock first got involved in this, everyone was so mad, and then ever since then, they have done so much to make it the story in wrestling right now. Rocky turned heel, and he completely won everybody over, and it is so great. We're making magic right now in the WWE, and that's what you love to see. WWE is getting good again.
Yeah, they said the Attitude Era is gone, but I feel like this era is good as that, or maybe less. But they're calling it the Renaissance Era. I don't know if you heard that.
That's interesting. I normally get skeptical of when we enter a new wrestling era, because multiple times in the WWE they've declared their own era, where the very short-lived new era, I think is what they called it. You know, the entire McMahon family standing in the ring saying, "We'll be better," and then they didn't. That era was it was like almost the death of this entire company. But now, if you look at it in the sense of not just an actual renaissance, but if you compare it to like the Disney Renaissance, right? Disney animation movies, where it's just like, what is it? I think it's from Little Mermaid to like, what was it, Aladdin or Tarzan, something like that. But like that period where it's just like banger, 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 and that's kind of what we're cooking up right now. Because we were looking over the card earlier, and it's just like all these matches are going to slap. Like there's not like really a sleeper on here. Where compared to like WrestleMania a couple years ago, I know we were in the pandemic era. But there's one WrestleMania, I can't remember which one exactly, but it's like we got to like the weekend before, and there were only like 2 matches announced. Like, what the hell is happening? Like, what? This is WrestleMania, but no, this one's got our spirits up. I'm jazzed. I'm excited.
I feel like the pandemic gave WWE time to like think about storylines and like recover like what's missing in the wrestling product. Well, I think that helped a lot.
We all know what really helped a lot, and it wasn't something that was missing. It was something that wouldn't go away, and then we made it go away.
Yeah, that one little thing.
And it's not coming back. No chance in hell.
I like how you phrased that. Sam Roberts in a podcast, he said the way this era started is because of the way it started is where Cody Rhodes arrived in WrestleMania 38.
I saw that clip also. I don't know if I agree with that, or well, maybe I think I do, because I had thoughts when I first saw that, and people were like, no, the real start of the era was this or this or this. Maybe Cody arriving here was the birth of this new era, and I think Roman Reigns becoming the tribal chief was like the death of the last era. Like he closed that chapter, you know?
Yeah, once he when he signed on, go ahead.
With Paul Heyman, I think that was like the first steps to getting out of that era, because even before Vince was gone, like Roman as the tribal chief was the thing to pay attention to in WWE. And he still is. He's getting kind of clowned on right now because everyone's putting that work in for Mania. Like The Rock's doing great stuff, and Cody's doing great stuff, and Seth Rollins is doing good stuff. And for other storylines, you got Punk and Drew and Sammy. They're all doing amazing stuff. And people are like, Roman Reigns is that one guy in the group project that doesn't do shit.
Yeah.
But I disagree because he brings aura. All right, you leave my tribal chief alone.
No, I agree. Yeah, it just reminds me of like the Attitude Era, like with the big stars like The Rock, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Big Show, Kane, Undertaker.
Yeah,
is exactly like that, but right now.
We talked about that before. How we've got so many big characters, both good and bad guys, where it's just like, man, we've got people to root for again.
Exactly.
And even characters and wrestlers that have kind of been in the mud lately, they're getting out the mud. Am I right?
They're out the mud, the bloodline mud.
Like Ricochet is getting better. Like they're finally letting Ricochet do stuff, and that's good to see.
Man.
And I'll segue this right now, just to anyone who's listening that's like anti WWE. I also love AEW, and I don't think this Renaissance period would have existed if not for AEW.
Yes,
it's. I know everyone says rising tide raises all ships, and that is true. But specifically, they would not be having this Renaissance with the Cody character if not for Cody leaving, going to New Japan, creating AEW, coming back. None of this would have happened.
Yeah, long-term storytelling right there. But
exactly.
Yeah. But right. Well, this is the listen party, of course. We're gonna watch our favorite WrestleMania matches, and we're gonna go with your Skyler. You said your favorite WrestleMania match was in WrestleMania 28 with The Undertaker versus Triple H, special guest referee Shawn Michaels in a Hell in a Cell.
Iconic match, iconic ending, iconic shot, which we'll see of the three of them walking up that ramp. In a sense, it's its own end of an era in wrestling.
Yeah.
Because this was right before Triple H became like corporate, right?
Yeah.
It was like after this, and then Shawn Michaels is already retired at this point. And then it really does seem like the end of this match seems like the ending of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where they all get on the horses and literally ride off into the sunset.
That's what it was.
But of course, all of these men, Undertaker never stopped wrestling for like another decade and a half or whatever, and Triple H continued to wrestle until he literally couldn't anymore. And they even pulled poor Shawn out of retirement.
Yeah.
for an awful Saudi Arabia match. But whatever. That was the mud. Now we out the mud. It's fine.
It's okay. Well, everyone, if you can think your Peacock on season 28 of WrestleMania, we're going to start at 58 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah, you should know that you're at the right time because Jerry Lawler is right there, almost center screen, staring at you right in the eyes with a big old smile. He's so happy to be here, and he's scaring the crap out of me, honestly, and we need to press play so he stops staring at me.
All right, everyone. On 58 minutes, 30 seconds, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
It's even called the end of an era match.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell. Back when Hell in a Cell meant something.
Yeah.
But no, interesting. We'll talk about it because talking about Cody and The Rock and this lead up to WrestleMania 40, Cody 110% bladed on Monday Night Raw.
I'm glad.
The juice is loose. The juice is back.
I mean, and they didn't censor the blood on YouTube, so I think we're back.
Yeah, I don't think so. I know there's that kind of like split down the middle of people hate the blood because, outlaw indie bullshit and that kind of stuff. And then but people also hate the completely sterile, like you're not allowed to bleed thing. And yeah, blading is dangerous. We've definitely seen people do it wrong, and I wish there was a better way. But there are certain things in storytelling and wrestling where, like, you see that blood and the stakes are raised. And Hell in a Cell is one of those things. Where, like, you see people walk out of big cage matches or Hell in a Cell matches or hardcore matches, and they don't have a scratch on them.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that they've been able to do in, like, the recent eras with no blood is you get, like, a lot of, like, welts, like whipping across the back or like kendo sticks across the back. You see some serious bruises and stuff, but the age of the Crimson Mask.
I mean, it gotta make sense. If you're in a steel cage, you gotta bleed. If you're in a Hell in a Cell, you gotta bleed. If it's a extreme rules match, hardcore match, you gotta bleed.
Yeah. Now, I do think there are things where people bleed too much. Like, there was a bit there in AEW where, like, if somebody, like, sneezed on Jon Moxley, like, he's gushing blood. But I love Moxley, and man, sometimes a little bit of blood is needed.
Yeah.
Or it helps. I'll say it helps. Not that it's needed. It helps.
Especially that match with Samoa Joe and CM Punk in AEW.
Oh yeah.
He was just like
his last match. Punk's last match there.
He was literally like stabbing his in the forehead. I was like, man, that's crazy. But I guess you got to do that. I guess was he blading correctly, or was he just? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, here comes the game. I don't know if you saw that HBK entrance. He was being wacky.
Oh yeah, he's that classic. I'll say the lovable, fun Shawn Michaels. I know that there's lots of stories of Shawn Michaels back in the day being not a good guy.
Yeah.
And then he found religion or what have you. But he's a very fun character to watch.
Absolutely. Triple H looking jacked as hell.
Oh yeah, look at him. Look at his hair.
Oh, it's just like
Both Trips and Shawn still have their hair here.
Yeah, it looks weird to see it.
Yeah, because this must be right before he shaved his head too, I think.
Yeah.
This is like one of the last things with him to have this long hair. So he's really in that transitional period where he looks like modern day Triple H, but he still has the game's hair.
Yeah.
Silly.
And he doesn't have the long beard. He has the iconic Triple H beard.
Yeah. Makes me think of the movie The Chaperone.
No, he shaved his beard. Get Chaperone on Blu-ray.
You don't have to. No.
No, I haven't watched it.
Get Blade 3 on Blu-ray.
Oh,
definitely. You want a Triple H movie.
Isn't Jeanette McCurdy in The Chaperone?
I don't know.
I think I remember the trailer.
I think I attempted to watch The Chaperone once, like 12 years ago, and I couldn't get through it.
Oh, this iconic pose. I saw this at WrestleMania 38 when he did it in front of me. I loved it.
That's good. I looked up The Chaperone and I got the wrong movie.
Oh.
Okay.
I think it came out 2012?
No, I found the right movie.
Okay.
2011.
Ah, close.
That's crazy. You said Jeanette McCurdy? Jeanette McCurdy's not in this movie.
Oh, then who's the main actress?
I don't know. Triple H is like, doesn't he get out of jail or something? The main actress is like his daughter, like plays his daughter.
Oh.
Because this is what's important. We had a whole discussion about, like, should we include the entrances, because it's already going to be a long match. Should we include the entrances? And we were like, yeah, because we need to, like, appreciate the aura, the setup. And then we spent the whole time talking about the Chaperone. And now during the Undertaker's entrance, we're going to talk about the Escape the Undertaker Netflix game with the New Day.
You're right. I haven't finished that. I only
finished it. Oh, you didn't escape him.
No, I didn't escape. I only the part I left out is where they got into his like basement, and I just stopped playing.
Oh, come on! You got too scared.
Yeah. Oh
Bias
man,
picked him.
that's good. Good. Well, here is the Phenom, the Undertaker. His streak is still alive here.
Look at that coat. Look at that jacket. That's what
The
Triple H is
hood.
like. He's like, look at that jacket.
Assassin's Creed level here.
Yeah, kinda. Well, except we know for a fact Undertaker would rather be caught actually dead than playing a video game. My God.
Yeah.
I do love one funny thing about that quote where he's like, "You go in the back and you see the boys. They're not drinking whiskey or smoking drugs. They're playing video games." And I'm like, "What happened to wrestling?" And it's just like, dude, they're probably doing like the promotional up down down stuff for this company. Like, what are you talking about?
I guess he's not aware of that.
So stupid. Stupid. Man.
This stage looks pretty good. You see the WrestleMania
Oh yeah,
logo there.
yeah, I like that. The no
That's a good
LED
touch.
screens, really.
No, just that one big screen up there. But
Well, I mean, yeah, there's a huge LED screen right there, but like, there's more to it. The WrestleMania sign is not part of an LED screen.
yeah,
I've always thought about when they put like the big tent over the ring like that. There's got to be a chunk of people that are just staring at a pole the whole night.
it's rough. That's why you got to look at the screen, but you got to pick your seats wisely.
Now, we've both been to WrestleManias, but we went to different ones. I went to 32 and you went to 38,
Yeah,
which were both in the AT&T Center. And they were both enclosed, like the roof was closed, so we didn't
Yeah.
have that problem,
no.
which is cool because that was a good stadium for it, I think.
H&T Stadium is a great stadium for WrestleMania
Yeah.
or in any event.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like like in any NBA arena, if you attend one, I think any seat is fine. Like the American Airlines Center,
Sure.
you can see it from any seat. But I think from the AT&T Stadium, if you get the nosebleed seats, you might not.
They're
You might
really
see.
high up.
Yeah, you might. I don't think you can see the wrestling.
You need to if you're on like the top row in the AT&T Center, you need to bring an oxygen tank. That's up there. What a crowd.
Packed is in Miami. The Rock is the main event with John Cena.
Yes, sir. Do you like the Undertaker hood or would you prefer the hat?
Hat.
See, every time I see the hat, well, yeah, okay, the hat's iconic. I won't take that away. But whenever he takes the hat off, it was like so tight on his head that it's left a mark on his forehead.
Yeah,
You notice that?
yeah. Little red mark like Peyton Manning with his helmet.
Ooh, look at this old man.
Oh.
He does
Oh
not
yeah.
stop wrestling for like another 8 or 9 years.
This is also the first time he got a haircut. The Undertaker.
Oh, that's what the reveal was just there.
Yeah. Like, hey, I got a haircut.
What's happened to the Undertaker? I like the eyeliner.
Yeah.
He's
It's a good touch there. Of course, he always does that.
just like a 60-year-old man with eyeliner. I know he's
Hey.
not 60 yet at this point, but still.
I mean, what's his name? Richard Simmons? Not Richard Simmons. The guy from Kiss.
Richardson. That's Gene Simmons, thank you.
Gene Simmons. Did he wear eyeliner?
He wore a lot of makeup on his head, on his face. Whoa, look at that. We're going into hell.
Great song choice too for the cell.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore. I mean, I know
No.
that we're not really in an era where like Metallica type music is fitting with wrestling. But I don't know if I'm a fan of the when the cell or like the cage comes down, it's just dum 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 dum. It doesn't do anything. It's just like, all right.
No, it's been overplayed, but this is pretty cool.
I think it would have been neat. It wouldn't fit this story because if I recall correctly, Triple H chose the Hell in a Cell stipulation for
Yeah,
this. But it would have been neat, the cell coming down while Taker's music is still playing. I think that music would accompany the cell going down really good.
I think so too.
Ooh,
There's a-
Sean rings the bell. Here we go.
All right.
Now we got like 30 minutes.
Of course, no red cell at this time, which is nice.
Thank God. The red cell is the worst thing ever. It's scarier if it's red. All right. I wonder whose idea that was.
Oh, I know. I know someone. Undertaker's ring style has been evolved over time. When he was first debuted in this company, he had that mystic powers wrestling where he just chokes someone and gets the. Now
He moved more like an athletic version, but of Frankenstein's monster, where he's just all power, all big. You can't knock him over. But then, at this point, his moveset's pretty evolved.
It's like more MMA style. Not a lot of people liked it, but I liked it when he does his strikes. Like that part when he was like Big Evil back in the 2000s. It was more of his MMA style, but not a lot of people like that.
No matter what, every wrestler has to change. That's how you evolution of character is how you continue. Like if Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns were still like wearing Shield gear, like they wouldn't be the head guys in the company right now.
Absolutely, yeah, man. Because also
even though the Shield is awesome and goated. Oof.
Oh my God! There's the cameraman was like in
camera
there.
guy's stuck. Yeah, he's like dodging moves himself.
Stone Cold had to adapt too. When he got injured through his neck, he was more of a not high flyer, but he was more like a technical type of guy. But he became a brawler after surgery.
Well, even his iconic knee brace was, that knee gets injured one time, and he finally he continues to wrestle with it hurt, and then he finally gets it taken care of. But he wore that knee brace for the rest of his wrestling career.
Yeah.
Undertaker, Triple H.
This cameraman needs to get out of there, man.
Yeah, he's. I would be scared if I was him.
We can't forget about Shawn Michaels and Undertaker's the first Hell in a Cell match. It was also a great match too.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a Hell in a Cell at a WrestleMania. You don't see that often because Hell in a Cell has its own pay-per-view. I wish they can get rid of that.
I agree. I don't think there should be a designated time of year for a Hell in a Cell match. I think it needs to be reserved for feuds are so bad they have to come to that point.
Yeah.
Which is funny because saying they're rare at WrestleMania. The WrestleMania I went to had a Hell in a Cell match, also with The Undertaker.
Against Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon, he jumped off the top.
How was that?
Well, there it was awesome because don't forget, Shane had just showed up. Everyone was hyped, like, "Oh my God, Shane's here! Oh my God, Shane's gonna jump off of stuff," and then he did. And then it wasn't until people really liked that Shane run until he outstayed his welcome.
Yeah,
it really became once we got to the best in the world stuff. That's when it was go away. When he's like, "No, I go into the Rumble and I should win the Rumble. And was like,
No.
fuck off. Get out of here, Shane.
Hey man, he dived from a cell for you.
He
Come on.
did. And I cheered.
Okay, good. Although he landed on like a padded
It was the table. It was the ring
table,
announce table. So
Okay.
yeah, there's probably some padding in there, but
it's still gravity. So,
yeah. Oh.
oh, what happened there? I don't know.
Yeah, it was a bit of a swing and a miss.
Let's try that again.
Started again.
Oh, uh-oh. I think we missed that. Undertaker shoved Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels was like, "Oh, boy."
we talked over it, but yeah.
Little story there, and we'll.
Sean's too cool to tuck in his referee shirt.
Do you tuck in at work? Because I don't.
Absolutely not. No way.
Yeah, I tried it once. I'm like, I'm not a nerd.
I don't have the build for a tuck in.
Okay.
I'm your average American man. I got some heft to me. Look at that.
Old school time.
Woo! $300+. Talk about heft.
I mean, as long as you're tall and you're like 300 pounds, I think you're still look slim because of your height.
He is like what like 6'5", 6'6", something like that. Undertaker's tall,
He is tall,
like really tall.
so you could be at least look 300 pounds, but
I'm 6'2".
okay.
So I looked it up earlier because like it came up in conversation and was like, oh, the average American height is like 5'9". I'm like, that seems way too small. How tall are you, Abrar?
So on record, I am 5'6.5", but I do say I am 5'7".
That 5'7's your kayfabe.
Yes. Oh wow! So I didn't know. Average height is 5'9". So I'm less than average.
5'6". That doesn't sound right.
I am.
It's like whenever we're like in person, like I am taller than you, but I don't think like, oh, you're a little tiny man. You don't seem that short.
Thank you. I like to think that too. I think because if I wear shoes, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, just always.
Maybe I'll be six. Maybe I'll be 6 foot with this leg drop.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Undertaker gave him that ass.
He did.
Yeah. It's good.
Shout out to. Oh, hold on. DDT. Shout out to Jerry Lawler. He is still alive.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
he has a big health scare. He grew a white goatee.
Mhm.
I know he was still wrestling like 3 years ago, but then I guess he stopped now because of that health scare.
He did like some indie thing. I remember some like, oh, Jerry Lawler, like you know how every once in a while Mick Foley will jump in the ring and take someone's move or do something.
Yeah.
Mr. Sacco. I think he did that.
He had like a fire thing. No, like he blew out like fire during a match.
Foley?
But Lawler.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like he was doing a lot of indie stuff.
That's weird.
By the way, that was a big drop too from the stairs.
That's pretty good. I'll take the wind out of you. Yeah, I don't know. You take that move. How do you? You just. How do you get up?
Your back hurts right now. You
Yeah.
can't breathe.
Like Kobe Maguire.
My back. At this point, do you root for Triple H? Do you want him to defeat the Undertaker streak?
That's a good question because storyline wise, at this moment, Triple H is a big dickhead,
Yeah.
and he's like, I really, oh Jesus Christ,
Oh.
oh, what good commentary on, on our part, big spine buster on the steps. That sound really got me. Oh no!
Oh, Triangle Deathlock. Oh, Hell's Gate.
No, he's gonna get slammed back into it. Well, Sean, that's stupid. Just don't ask him. If you want him to win, don't ask him that.
Well, that's why he's confused.
Whoa.
Like, oh,
When did Triple H get the?
well, Undertaker's bleeding.
Wonder when that happened. They were really good at timing it.
Yeah.
Back then, a lot of times nowadays, and I can really only use AEW as an example because that's the one I watch where people blade.
Mm-hmm.
But like a lot of times, like, oh, big move, and then you see like MJF, like he just kind of rolls under the ring for a second. And you're like, well, we know what he's doing under there. We'll be seeing some blood when he comes out.
It's all about camera work.
Yeah.
AEW needs to learn. Oh.
Yeah, no, but you're saying who do I root for here? I guess the the right answer to root for back then was Undertaker. He's the one. Because really, like the streak is on the line already. Like people know.
Yeah.
And Triple H, he's like, I got some good hits in last year. I really think I could get him if I go one more time. And Sean's like, okay, dude, if you think so.
So yeah, hold on. Last year they faced each other, and then the year before that was the Michaels Undertaker match, and the year before that was another Michaels Undertaker match. So Undertaker has been had 4 WrestleMania matches with the old school guys.
Yeah, this is like the culmination of a 4-year WrestleMania feud, basically.
Yeah.
Which is what gives it so much weight, them all 3 being here.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez Louise. Stop, stop, stop. Sean, I agree, it's fucked up, but it's also not against the rules.
Yeah, it's a hell in a cell.
You can't stop him. Oh my god. Triple H, stop.
Damn, son. Michael's just... This is good. This is good.
Yeah. Good story. See, we stopped talking. We started paying attention.
If only the audience could hear what Michael's saying.
No, Sean!
Oh! Oh! Oh!
He's gonna cry. Please!
Can you give up, man?
Don't stop it. Do not stop it. That's good.
Hmm.
See, the audience doesn't need to hear it. They can see it.
Yeah.
Good. 3 guys that are good at what they do, doing what they're good at. That's a stupid sentence, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Oh! Oh.
No, sir.
This is if I remember correctly, I think I watched this on a live website, like a different website because this was before the network.
Oh yeah.
So I had to watch it like some other website, and
You watched it illegally.
Yeah, I did.
Evil.
I mean, I'm not buying $80 for WrestleMania 28.
No, I think one of the greatest things about the WWE Network is it made wrestling so accessible
Yeah.
that I think it really, the network had its problems, especially when it comes to live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So often we would be watching a big pay-per-view and it would just start buffering or close out or something and be like, well, thanks, network. But I mean, even as a catalog of all the old stuff, everything, you can't top that. And I think really it helped me get into wrestling at that time. And yeah, I struggle to see WWE ever going back to that business model of charging for pay-per-views after them being involved in subscription services for what, decades at this point.
Decades. I mean, they started what a sledgehammer shot. They pretty much started the whole streaming like phenomenon
For sports.
for sports. Yeah.
Yeah,
because,
I really wish AEW would go to like a subscription service type dealio, because I mean, granted, they have less pay-per-views a year than WWE. WWE has like monthly pay-per-views basically.
yeah.
AEW, oh my sweet Jesus!
Don't.
That was just gonna be a flat-out execution. No more Undertaker.
Man, you know what this reminds me of?
God, you don't understand. He'll say he backs the blue on a podcast.
Oh, that's not great. It's a different character. Different character.
Just
This
teasing, just teasing.
This reminds me of the Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins match, Hell in a Cell, where the ref just stops after he got sledgehammered, and that match didn't make sense.
Yeah, I think there's a contextual difference massively. Because sure, the Undertaker is supposed to be this undead phenom wizard, right? But we have also seen him many times as just a man.
Yeah,
And Shawn Michaels is not an actual referee. He's Shawn Michaels.
that's true.
No! Wrong guy! Wrong guy!
Oh no!
Shawn! Whereas it was the equivalent. Oh Jesus!
Oh,
The Seth Rollins, and it wasn't Bray Wyatt. It was the Fiend. It was the equivalent of watching like paramedics like say like stop, we have to get Jason Voorhees into the ambulance. Like no.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, just low blow.
That's good. That's what you like to see.
Ref it, Sean is down.
Oh no.
JR is so good, man. I miss this JR right now. I know he's really old. He can't do this stuff anymore, but
He's old.
I understand.
He's old, and not to mention, he was so much more involved at this point in wrestling. Like he'd spent years as talent relations and stuff. Like he knew everybody, knew all like the move sets, and it was an era where like the problem of like, oh, I can't call that person by their WWE name, like that problem didn't exist for him back then.
Yeah.
But you know, his run commentating in AEW, it had some like old man hiccups, but like it's not like it was like the worst thing ever. They still had some pretty good legendary moments, and I'm definitely glad he was there.
Especially when John Moxley showed up, he's like, "Oh my God, John Moxley!"
Yeah.
Oh, Charles Robertson,
not little Nate.
He's also in WWE 2K24. They gave him a model as a referee.
Oh, that's good. Who's that guy?
That's Chad Patson. He's been there for a while too.
Who?
He's another old referee too.
I don't recognize that name. No! Are you glad I picked this match instead of the Braun Strowman and Nicholas match?
Hey, Nicholas is the first young champion of all time. No, H.
Oh,
No!
that's why he's here. Get him out of here! What a bump. He's dead.
Ouch. He's just if someone's in front of Undertaker, he will put you in some hold.
Absolutely. What I was saying like 10 minutes ago or whatever is I wish AEW would have a subscription service. Oh no!
Yo!
Oh no!
Ah! Pedigree!
Pedigree. No one kicks out of a pedigree. Impossible. 2. Shawn Michaels is beside himself.
He's going through it.
Because Taker just took Shawn's finisher and Triple H's finisher.
There's just too much going on.
And Charles Robinson's finisher.
You're still there. You still see Robinson's body there.
Charles Robinson's finisher just say, no, please. Great super kick.
That's good. That's good. The fans are in it.
Big.
Was the cell needed for this match?
Yeah.
Maybe for the
I mean,
spectacle.
they really only did like, sure, like the idea of like not being able to escape hasn't really played into it, but it is like there's been chair shots, there's been stair shots, there's sledgehammer work, it needed to definitely be some sort of no holds barred or something, but I think the cell is a special backdrop, and it's the Undertaker.
Yeah.
So like Hell in a Cell is like his playground basically. So I think it works.
Yeah. Well, Taker's hulking up right now.
Yes, he is. This is his comeback. Ooh-ah!
Big boot, snake eyes to a big boot.
I enjoy a good big boot. Oh, he really hulked up.
Yeah.
The leg drop.
All right, tombstone, pile driver.
The big
rest.
boot too is also a. Oh no!
Oh. What?
I like that. Sean. Oh!
What is
No! Oh, somebody stop the damn match!
that?
That's worse than the blood. Oh,
Michael's going through it too again.
he saw it. He's like, I can't go over there.
It reminds me of John Cena when he says "The Rock" and a lot of spit came out.
It's terrible. Sean's crying. He's on what happened to his friend.
I feel him.
Oh god, I hope somebody is watching along, seeing that.
No.
Oh, he's rubbing it in. Yeah, no, Sean, super kick Taker earlier is like, fuck it, let's end this, but then it's not working. So I like that Taker goes for the cover and Sean's just like, fuck it, I just want to go home. 1, 2. Oh, Charles Robinson's gonna be there the rest of the match.
I mean, he's doing good at just being out. Or no, he's looking.
Maybe he's playing Angry Birds.
It's a good game.
Maybe he's playing Flappy Bird.
Oh yeah, that is around that time.
Charles Robinson has the last phone with Flappy Bird on it.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, people are definitely cheering for Taker here.
Yeah.
It's because they didn't see what we saw.
No. Wapa. Wapa. Oh, Tombstone.
Oh, here we go. Another pedigree, another pedigree. How
Oh,
could he ever kick out of this? Unbelievable.
this. The fans are going crazy.
Pedigree is famously a very protected finisher.
It is.
Even when it got passed down to Seth Rollins for a bit, it was still pretty protected.
For a bit, and then it stopped. But when Triple H does a pedigree, then that means game over. No pun intended.
Yeah, unless it's to The Undertaker.
Unless the Undertaker or Stone Cold with the stunner. Unless you're KO, you're not Stone Cold. Shawn
Did not sign
Michaels.
up for this.
No, he didn't. He's like, I am tired.
I'm not even in
is
the damn match.
this is a
Uh-oh.
classic setup.
Did Taker ever, or did anyone ever actually say that Taker got the sit up from Michael Myers? Because that's very clearly what it is.
It is. I think so. I think he mentioned like in a bio, like he saw like Halloween movies and he's trying to act
Yeah.
like him, or maybe Kane said that. I'm not sure. I think it's one of
Maybe.
them.
Yeah.
But Kane is more of like a Jason Voorhees, and Undertaker's more of like a Michael Myers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Pinhead is like Shotzi Blackheart.
She did do a pinhead thing for Halloween Havoc, didn't she?
She did. What a shot!
Yeah, ouch. Oh, it opened the chair. Yeah, Undertaker is like a special kind of character where, like,
Mhm.
he at debut he was like a mix, like I said, between like Frankenstein's monster
Yeah.
with like some Dracula to him,
Mhm.
and then he evolved into like a Michael Myers, and then he evolved into a Texas biker, and then went back to the wizard thing.
No, he. Oh, I forgot this part of the match. Does he hit Shawn Michaels?
You know, another match we could have watched is the WrestleMania 30, the Brock Lesnar match.
Ugh.
What was your reaction on that day? Oh wait, no,
Well,
we talked about this last time, didn't we?
yeah,
Or we've at least talked about this before. I don't remember if it was on the podcast, but you said you missed it.
I missed it due to family. I did not watch it live. When I saw on my phone, 3, 2,
That's
close call.
crazy.
Yeah, so family was in the house. I couldn't watch it live. I was trying to avoid my phone, but then for some reason I was looking at my phone. But I know I was gonna watch it when they leave.
Yeah,
I'm looking at my phone and just saw streak is over. I'm like, what?
one of the biggest WWE fans I know walks away from the TV on WrestleMania Sunday, and then Undertaker's streak ends.
It's terrible, man.
That's
It's literally.
insane.
I was pissed. I miss history.
That's like a "Where were you when Michael Jackson died" situation.
Exactly. I think I
Yeah, and you were distracted by your family.
That's all right.
Unforgivable.
I had to pause the network to go downstairs.
The new network at that time.
Yeah, it was. It literally came out with with WrestleMania 30.
That's crazy.
That was 2014. That was 10 years ago.
Oh, 10 years.
Jeez.
Ooh, get out of here.
He pushed him.
I will fight you.
Oh, you know what he's gonna say.
Ooh.
Suck it.
Well, that didn't work. Look
Damn.
at Sean. He's like, I knew that wasn't going to work.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not looking at that.
Through the sledgehammer.
Strap is off.
That's how you know. That's how you know it's real now.
Yep. That means he leveled it up or powered up.
When he lets his nipples out.
You gotta free them.
Gives him power.
Yep. All right. Rest in peace.
It's over.
Boom.
And there it goes.
Undertaker is 21-0 at this point.
Yep. Wait. 20-0, right?
Sorry, 20-0.
Yeah. Yeah, see right there.
Yep, I see it. He's holding that sign.
Well, I wonder if he brought a different sign. Like, just in case. Like, I brought my 19-1 just in case.
I do love signs, but if you're trying to watch something and some guy holds a sign in front of you, you can't see the match.
Man, I'm so scared of that every time I go to a wrestling show.
It happened to me.
Because they're like, it's such a weird situation because people are encouraged to bring signs.
Yeah.
And like, you know, they paid for their ticket and they, you know, you're allowed to bring signs, but like if you're just completely blocking the people behind you the whole time, that would suck.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people like lack that social awareness to be like, oh yeah, there are people directly behind me. Because
They
I
just want to
know
be.
you famously took a big old
Yeah.
Shaq Fathead to AEW, but you know there's people behind you, so you're like, you put them up and you take them down. You put them up and you take them down.
Yeah, I do it quick. I do it like 5 seconds. I don't do it every time. I just do it when it mattered.
Yeah, like when you're trying to get Chris Jericho to see it.
Yeah, he didn't see me, but it's okay. It's all good.
You're like, Taz, look at my Shaq.
No, who was it? It was yeah, it was Taz and then Danhausen. I was like, Danhausen, look at my sign. And Mario, security guard, he said, hey, get down.
He yelled at you. He was yelling at people. I was watching that guy yell at people all night.
Yeah, he ran around. But yeah, this is the end of the era, as we know.
The only person who doesn't come back for now is Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Next WrestleMania, you'll see Undertaker versus CM Punk.
Yep.
And I don't think did Triple H had a match in WrestleMania 29? I don't think so.
I don't remember.
Oh, maybe Brock?
Oh, maybe. Let's see. $29. Yep. Triple H with Shawn Michaels versus Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that's where Brock Lesnar made that weird noise. He's like, "Whoa!"
Triple H won that match.
Hmm. That's a good shot there.
No, they're just three old sad men. They gotta leave. They gotta leave together.
Yeah.
We're obligated to watch all the way up to the point where they're walking up the ramp together.
Yeah, when they look back and then we'll stop it there.
Yeah. Good match
Nice.
though.
Good match. Great match.
Really good match.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Uh-oh.
I'm scared of The Rock, man.
Not Dwayne.
Do you
Yeah.
like
Do
the
I like what?
diarrhea Dwayne joke?
Diarrhea Dwayne?
Yeah.
Not really. Who said that?
Seth.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It fits. That's definitely something that the character of Seth Rollins would say. But no, it really seems like a. Remember, actually, The Rock himself from a while ago came out and he called Baron Corbin an STD.
Yeah.
You're a super tough dude, STD. That's the kind of stuff where like the 5-year-olds are like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it means, but yeah. Diarrhea Dwayne. No, that's stupid. We could have spent some more time on anything. But again, the character of Seth Rollins is just a big cheesy idiot.
Yeah.
So it fits.
It works.
Because notice how Cody Crybaby's caught on. I don't think Diarrhea Dwayne caught on at all.
No. Not at all.
Oh, look at those bruises. Only a little bit of blood, and I don't think it was
It was on Triple H.
intentional. I don't know where it came from, like what spot it was.
Maybe the chairs?
Maybe. But they definitely look beaten up.
That's a good chair shot.
Whenever you see the chair bend, you know that shit was...
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah. Did we talk about how the pirates tried to steal the Elimination Chamber?
I think we did in our Elimination Chamber.
For the Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that happened.
That's still crazy. I just thought about that looking at the cell. What a story. What a story, Mark.
Yeah, this is why I like wrestling, because it's literally every week. There's no off season. NBA, NFL, all sports have an off season, but wrestling doesn't. That's why when there's an off season for NFL or NBA, I can always go back to there we go. I can always go back to wrestling.
Yeah.
If there's nothing on TV, there's wrestling.
It's always there for you.
Yep. And these three guys gonna wrestle one more time after this.
Damn, that's awful.
Yeah.
No, let's not think about that.
There's right here. It's not meaningful right now.
That doesn't count. Saudi Arabia shows don't count.
Okay, sure. That's a Elseworld project, I guess.
Yeah, it's Elseworlds.
All right, that was WrestleMania 28. Taker versus H at Hell in a Cell. That was a great match.
Good match.
After this break, we're gonna watch WrestleMania 18, Rock versus Hogan.
Ooh, it's gonna be a good one.
There are moments that captivate our hearts and rejuvenate our souls. A night that fuels our imagination and takes us back to the enchanting days of our youth. An event that makes us believe in magic and miracles and reminds us never to relinquish our dreams. This is WrestleMania, a place of wonder, where moments echo through the ages and memories are indelibly etched in the annals of time. This is WrestleMania, a testament to excellence, where men defy limitations to forge an enduring legacy. This is WrestleMania, the showcase of the immortals, a celebration of life. WrestleMania, live Sunday, March 17th, presented by Sour Skittles. Call your pay-per-view provider to order.
All right, we're back. We just saw WrestleMania 28 with Taker and Triple H. That was a great match. Now we're gonna watch my favorite match, WrestleMania match between Rock, Hogan, Icon versus Icon, WrestleMania 18. You ready?
I am ready.
All right. So for those who are listening, sync up your Peacock at 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 25 seconds. And we'll press play. And 3, 2, 1, now.
NWO, here we go.
Here we go. This is at the Astrodome. No, not Astrodome. This is at. It's in Canada, I believe.
Yeah, it is. It's at the Sky Dome.
Sky Dome, thank you. Yeah. The Sky Dome. Hogan came back from WCW. Has a big feud with The Rock.
He's like blending his Hollywood Hulk Hogan with like the immortal Hulk Hogan with that big feather boa.
Yes. I remember for live. I remember watching this live, and I recorded this WrestleMania on a VHS tape, and I still have that.
That you're just breaking all kinds of laws. What the hell is wrong with you?
I still have it. It's in my closet. I show it proudly.
You're like, I watched this WrestleMania legally on the legal streaming site. I watched this WrestleMania on VHS tape that I illegally recorded. What the hell's wrong with you?
No, I paid for this pay-per-view. I believe it was $50, or my dad paid for it. $50, and I have like, you know what? I need to record this, so
Well,
I had my VCR and I recorded it.
And it sounds like that VHS tape belongs to your dad, not you.
Well, I have it. I remember asking my dad because my dad was not really into wrestling. My brother and I were into wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was like 7 here, so I asked my dad like, "Hey," because I was a big Rock fan, of course, here, and I asked my dad like, "Are you going for Hogan or Rock?" My dad said, "Hogan."
Wow.
And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a Rock guy," so we didn't see that.
Look at that mustache.
Great mustache. Look at that. Look at his build too. He is in shape, tan as hell.
Well, got a bit of an old man gut, but
Yeah.
that can't be helped. How much of that hair is really his, though? That's what I want to know.
Look at his chest. But yeah.
If you smell. But your dad said Hogan?
Yeah, my dad said Hogan. He did not watch the whole Mania at the beginning, so he went somewhere else. But I saw this with my brother. I think before this match, if I remember correctly, my brother gave me a Walls of Jericho, and I was screaming. My mom came in, and she's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And we're like, we're just playing around. And that guy hurt a little bit.
You were screaming.
We were watching this in my parents' room because that's where the VCR was.
So just to recap, you illegally recorded this WrestleMania. You watched another WrestleMania on a pirate website, and you broke the very clear "do not try this at home" rule.
Yes.
What is wrong with you? You are the worst child.
Hey man, I was a kid, man.
That's insane. Little
This is
Hellraiser.
I was. Oh, look at that post. Look at
Hmm.
the crowd. I was 7, so this is my first year watching wrestling because I was watching wrestling in 01. So I was hyped.
Yeah, that the mustache is wild. It's the black stubble, and it's never looked more this spray painted on than right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that big Hogan face in the crowd. That's scary.
Old school Hogan there.
Prime Rocky.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen? There's that picture going around, of like The Rock, like in the transition period between like this physique and his like modern giant swole shaven head Rock.
Yeah.
Where he has like he's kind of like spindly looking and his hair's like a little long and wispy.
Yeah.
I saw that picture and I was like, oh, homeboy had no choice.
No, he didn't.
He had to hit the juice and shave that head, or else he just wouldn't. This would have been him. Can't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, that was between like the game plan and the Green Iron Gang, so it's like around that time. Yeah, he had to let that go, unfortunately.
I do not blame his decision for getting that hair out of there.
I mean, it's already receding at this point too, so it was a matter of time.
But it still looks good here, though.
Yeah.
I think it's just because he's a very handsome man.
Yeah.
That he can kind of get away with a little high receding hair, but no, it was never gonna stay. Turns out.
Mm-mm. The Hulkamaniac's going crazy when he threw Rock across the ring.
And that's another way to look at this match is a man who, when faced with the reality that his hair was leaving him, proudly discarded his hair and rocked the shaved head, the bald look strongly for the rest of his life. That's Dwayne.
Yeah.
Versus a man whose hair has been trying to escape his head his entire life. And he does everything he can to make it stay, and he is like hot glues his hair back to his head is what it looks like, and then hides it under a bandana, and then eventually resorts into wearing a bandana everywhere he goes with fake hair. I'm assuming sewn into the bandana itself. Allegedly. Don't sue me, Hulk Hogan.
It's the brand.
Talker.
Yeah, it's the brand for him. He can't let it go.
Shawn Michaels let it go.
He did.
Shawn Michaels went from beautiful hair to slowly losing his hair to no hair to hiding his no hair under a cowboy hat, and now he's hiding his hair under a baseball cap. I get it, Sean.
It takes time.
Well, I don't get it personally. I have great hair.
Hey. If I come around, you might look like The Rock.
I will be one of those men where if I start to lose my hair, I'm just gonna shave it. Like I'm just gonna whatever. I'm not gonna no comb overs, no trying to hide it, no Rogaine. Just it wants to leave, it can go.
Gotcha.
But that's not today. I have great hair today.
Yes, sir. Just bring it, mother effer.
Yes, sir. Ooh. All right, I think I know what it is. I think the bottom of the mustache on both sides, it's a little too wide.
Yeah, it is.
It looks like actual like bicycle handles, like you can grab it. Very fluffy too. It's ironic. He exposed his giant dome.
He did.
This is a man showing no fear right now. He's answered my question of how much of that is real hair. This is going to be just like 15 minutes of me talking about people's hair now. But it's not a secret. Anyone who knows wrestling knows that Hulk Hogan has the most tragic hairline of any man on the planet.
It's I mean, the thing is, he had that since the 80s, so how?
The rough thing about it is like where the hair is still there, it's so thick. Like where it's clinging on, it's not going anywhere. But the rest, like if we didn't know any better, we'd say like he was shaving it on purpose to look like that. But he's not.
And it's long too.
That's crazy.
This crowd is going crazy. They want Hogan to win the match.
Well, they're wrong.
I mean, this is where we haven't seen Hogan in a while. The fans were missing him. It was like a big transition because before this match, like he was the bad guy, and they're like all of a sudden a dynamic switch, and they're like, all right, we want Hogan to win. It's crazy.
That is pretty crazy. You were Jerry saying?
Yeah.
And years from now, people will be talking about this match, saying I was there. And you know what? That's what you kind of what you were saying.
Yeah.
You were like, I recorded it illegally. I was there.
I'm not gonna destroy that tape.
I didn't tell you to destroy it. I told you to hand it over as evidence.
I hope they're not listening. I mean, it's old.
In the case that WWE is building against you. Look at that WWF logo, too. It's not even blurred.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that before, how, like, on the network, they blurred all the WWF logos, but I guess on Peacock they don't have to for some reason.
I don't remember, but you're probably right. Abdominal stretch.
Oof.
I think in a few. So this was around March. So I think in a couple of months it will switch to the WWE.
Yeah, get the F out.
Yeah, get the F out because of the pandas.
Yep.
The following year, you will have Hollywood Rock being a heel. 03. And I forgot what Hogan did in 03. Oh, he had a big feud with Big Man.
Yeah, these two going head to head at Mania is a huge deal.
It's huge.
What would be a modern day equivalent of this?
Wow. 1, 2, 3. I would say
Like one of the biggest stars of WWE versus
like an old star.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I
guess we're kind of seeing it actually with Rock versus Cody. It's a good example.
Would you put Cody up there?
One of the biggest stars of WWE, absolutely.
Oh man, that's crazy. Like, because you're basically saying
that Cody in WWE is as big as The Rock was back then.
Yeah, like right now, it's like you're seeing Cody in this moment right here.
Well, so that's the only asterisk to that is that WWE back then, even though WWE now is on like an upward swing, as we've talked about,
Mm-hmm.
WWE back then was still so much bigger and so much more
Yeah.
household known. So that's the only reason I would say no. But if you look at it like on paper, one of the biggest stars in the company versus one of the former, older, returning biggest stars of the company, that is it. It's Rock and Cody.
I would change Rock. I would put John Cena. John Cena versus Cody.
John Cena. So John Cena versus Austin Theory. That happened.
Oh, besides that, but like
John Cena versus Solo Sikoa.
well, when it comes to like, if we're looking at this match, Hulk Hogan is John Cena and The Rock is Cody. Icon versus icon.
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean that fits. You don't think so? You're hung up on the fact that Cody is not as big a household name as The Rock.
Yes, because
But
the thing is,
But I think if you look at it in terms of actual, like, the world of wrestling, I think he is.
Yeah, sure. Maybe I'm looking at The Rock as a brand. Like, he is so bigger than wrestling.
How can Cody be more of a brand to you? He's got his logo tattooed on his neck!
That's crazy. You're right. You're right. Can't argue with that.
Just like The Rock has his logo tattooed on his arm that he covers up with a tattoo I like less.
Is that his logo? I don't think the bull. I mean,
The Promo Bowl. Are you kidding me?
I mean, the new bowl he has is.
It's literally on his ass right now.
All right,
look at it.
You're right. They are the same.
Did you think he had it because he was a fan of the Chicago Bulls?
No. But you got me. The Rock and Cody are the same person. You're right.
Oh, ref bump. Ref bump. That's what we have in common between our two matches. Big ref bumps.
A lot of them.
If you want to look at it in a different way, like major huge star versus just another major huge star, like not from this company, like you take the aspect of like Hogan's technically the WCW guy in this match.
Yeah.
Then Cena versus AJ Styles when that happened in 2016.
It did happen, yeah.
Well, and 2017 too. That was their world title match at the Rumble, which I was there for.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's one of them.
Or if Kenny Omega came over, which I don't advocate for. I think AEW very much needs him. But if like Kenny Omega versus, I don't know, do you think if they got the ball in motion right now that we could make Kenny Omega versus John Cena happen?
Man, that would break records.
Or is Cena too?
He's
old. I mean, Kenny's not young either, though.
So Cena is not what he used to be.
How is that not a tap? How is that not tapping out? That's what I want to know.
He's tapping out.
Oh, because the ref's out.
Yeah. You said ref bump.
I was talking about Kenny Omega. I get distracted.
Yeah, Kenny Omega. The thing is, John Cena is not the same. Like back in like 2016, for example. Because that's when he was like he was on his game. But John Cena now, no.
Oh,
you know,
we got low blows. We got low blows and ref bumps, both matches. That's what makes a good Mania match. That's what it is.
Yes, hopefully that will happen this WrestleMania 40.
And leg drops.
Rogan bottom.
Did you say Rogan bottom? What did you just say?
Hogan bottom. Hulk Hogan did a rock bottom.
Not Joe Rogan's bottom.
No.
Uh-oh.
You know, this is very symbolic.
Blood on the belt.
Yeah.
Mama Rhodes.
This is where he got his idea from Hulk Hogan.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Government mule. Yeah, right now Hogan is like, Rock is like Hogan right now at WrestleMania 40, I guess.
What if in the like Bloodline versus Cody and Seth match, like they mirror this, but like reversed?
Like Cody
Like-
does it.
Like no, like it starts with Rock has the one with the blood on it, right? And he's
Mhm.
whipping Cody, but then Cody does what the Rock's doing now, where he grabs it and he looks at the crowd.
I can see it. That was a beautiful rock bottom. All the flashes were there.
Oh yeah, the flash bulbs. We've talked about that.
And Hulk Hogan is, of course, hulking up right now.
You. Oh no, Hogan, where's the lie?
Oh, that's one of the episodes I have.
Leg
Big
drop.
boot.
Oh,
Leg drop.
and what's on that leg that he dropped? Lightning, like the Undertaker. It all ties
Wow.
together. Everything we choose to, the matches we chose are basically the same.
Yeah. But in a different era, I guess.
Oh,
And lo-
10 years apart because mine was 28 and yours was 18.
oh, wow.
Well, we know none of this was planned.
Nope.
That big boot kind of missed. If I'm being honest,
It did.
that leg drop definitely missed.
His ass must hurt every time.
Uh, that's one way to put it. Someone's got to be it. Come on, Rock. Come on, Rock. Cover him and then
People
go
are booing.
do a guest spot on Corey in the House.
Corey in the house.
There it is.
That's
Get out of here.
this is the most electrifying move of all time.
Let's see if it looks good. Uh, so I'll say this for the people's elbow. It looks better than the 5-knuckle shuffle,
Yeah, you're right.
but not by much.
It's
five-
the way
The
It's the way
5-knuckle
he
shuffle
does it.
never looks like it hits. And the people's elbow can look like it hits.
I mean, he's elbowing his arm. That's most of his people's elbows, but it's still most electrifying move of all entertainments.
Yeah, but we're gonna chalk that up to the fact that he throws his elbow pad into the crowd and the camera work pans all the way back. We're gonna say that's what electrifies the people, not the actual
Yeah.
move itself. Rocky won as he should.
Rocky beat Hogan. Now he is the future of the business, but he's gonna leave like within 2 years.
Damn. But don't worry, he'll come back.
He'll come back in a few years, and then he'll leave, and then he'll come back again, and then he'll leave, and then he'll come back now.
Don't forget, when technically we talked about WrestleMania 32 earlier. Technically, I've seen The Rock have a wrestling match at WrestleMania.
You did. He faced what?
Eric Rowan in 6 seconds.
Hey man, at least you saw The Rock at
was-
WrestleMania.
It was one rock bottom.
Hey, it's okay. I miss where Cody slapped The Rock in person. So
Wait, you
we,
missed that too?
yeah, remember I told you like I was on my phone in the crowd,
Oh yeah.
and then I was like, I miss he slapped him.
That's terrible. Abrar, that's the biggest thing to happen at the SmackDown you were at.
Yeah.
It's okay. At least you weren't like in the bathroom or something.
No.
Oh, are they
Of
gonna
course,
shake
Hulk
hands?
Hogan. Yeah, it's Hogan's gonna shake The Rock's hand, or Rock is gonna shake Hogan's hand.
Don't do it, Rock. He's racist.
He doesn't know at
Oh,
this time. It's okay. It's about respect right here. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
don't trust him, Rock.
In the SmackDown Shut Your Mouth game, you play the story mode and you play this match, and you see this whole animation unfold after the match. And I always play that match because they're gonna do the poses here,
Hogan is dripping in sweat.
kind of like Brock Lesnar.
Mm. Two very good WrestleMania matches.
Absolutely. Both crowds were in it. That's what helps the match to be great. But yeah, WrestleMania 40 is right here. Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
The NWO, they're like, yo,
Oh, he threw the
you
toothpick
lost.
at him. Oh, get
Yeah.
out of here. Get out
I
of here,
mean, like
Hogan.
he shaked the hands with The Rock. Like, why would you do that?
Get out of here, Hogan.
Rest in peace, Scott Hall.
Rest in peace, Scott Hall. And go away, Kevin Nash.
He took a stunner in this
Ooh,
Mania.
Get him. Get into Kevin Nash. Get Kevin Nash out of here. Say, you were in the Punisher. Get the fuck out of my ring.
Hey, he got stabbed in real life in that movie.
Yeah, he did. You know what Kevin Nash movie bit or cameo always like throws me whenever I see it?
Which one?
When I'm watching John Wick.
He was in John Wick?
Yeah, there's a part where John Wick in the first one where he like goes to that nightclub, and Kevin Nash is like the bouncer.
Oh.
And John like walks up behind him and like puts a gun to his head or something like that. And Kevin Nash does that whole bit where he's like, "Oh, John, you working again? All right, I'll leave. Please don't kill me." And I'm like, why is Kevin Nash in this fucking movie?
What? Did he have long hair, short hair?
It was like modern day Kevin Nash,
Okay.
short hair. You know, I'm gonna make a podcast and shit talk all the young wrestlers short hair. What a good thing that the wrestling industry has produced is every old wrestler must create a podcast and bash all the younger wrestlers. Thank you. That's
if
great.
Kevin Nash is hearing this podcast, I want you to be our guest. We'll discuss modern day wrestling.
You know what, Kevin Nash, if you're hearing this podcast, I'm gonna uninvite you just now. You're not allowed.
Wait a minute.
Kevin Nash, as far as I'm concerned, you can kick rocks.
What?
Yeah.
But come on, man. Let's pose here.
Oh, I thought he was gonna attack him. Holy shit.
It looked like it. He's like, no, man. We gotta pose together. Let me tell you something, brother.
We didn't have to watch this whole part. It's just Hogan doing the Hogan thing. We don't have to do it. We can wrap the episode up now.
Well, while Hogan is posing in front of us, this is the pretty much it for this episode.
Well,
WrestleMania.
It's actually not
The
end of our episode because we have a little surprise, a little contest we're putting on specifically for WrestleMania season. We recorded something special, and we're going to segue to that now. Maybe, Abrar, if you want to do another commercial break as you do, and then we can go into that.
We could do another commercial break, but let's look at The Rock proposing right here. Ah!
All right, that's awful.
All right. Yeah. After this commercial break, we'll get into what Skyler was saying. All right.
Yes, sir.
Rated T for teen.
This is the culmination of everything I've ever worked for.
This is my chance to live forever.
55,000 people are about to scream my name.
WrestleMania, it's fever, man.
WrestleMania 19, the video game.
This is where superstars become legends.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first ever Brown Boy Wonder podcast predictions contest.
Ooh.
This is a very special, very big day because, as you know, if you're a listener, that just about all of us are big wrestling fans, and it's one of the most special times of year. It is WrestleMania season.
Definitely.
By the time you're listening to this, WrestleMania will be probably mere days away.
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting around, us pals, and we did the line from Uncut Gems. We said, let's fucking bet on this. Let's bet on this shit. But we're not betting with money. No. We're betting with a newly created honor, a newly crafted Brown Boy Wonder podcast championship. And the winner of these predictions will be the first champion of this podcast. That's a big deal, right, Abrar?
It's a absolutely huge deal because this is under the WPA Wrestling Alliance.
The Wrestling Predictions Alliance. This is
Thank you.
certified. This is real wrestlers know about this. I won't say which ones, but we've had real wrestlers
We have two, actually.
be part of this.
Yep.
Maybe three, unless you don't count that one guy. But we'll talk about that a different day.
I count them.
Oh boy. So listening earlier in the episode, you'll know that I am Skyler. I will be the host of this segment, and we have our two competitors, our first two challengers for this newly created championship. You should know this guy because he runs this show. Abrar, how you doing, Abrar?
Hey, man, I'm glad to be here. I want to be the champion of my own podcast.
It would make sense if you were the first champion of your own podcast, but it would also be a very Abrar thing for you to lose.
Yes.
And then our other challenger, you should know him listening to all the sports podcasts around here. It's Steven. Good friend of mine, Steven. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. That's me. That's the kayfabe winner right here.
Ooh, you might be the real winner. We'll see. All right, so we as a friend group do predictions for wrestling shows all the time, but we're going to do it a little bit differently to how we normally do it. Because how we do it in our personal time, we just say like, oh, I think this person's going to win, and if they're right, you get a point. But this time, it being such a prestigious event, we're going to make it a little bit more challenging. There are 10 matches announced for WrestleMania right now currently. And we are going to go down the list one at a time. And we're going to have our predictions for... Well, not me, you two. You're going to have your predictions for the matches, but whoever goes first, we're going to do a coin toss. And whoever wins that coin toss will get to choose if they want to go first or if they want to go second. Whatever the person first says, like, oh, I think this person will win, the other person automatically has to take the other answer. There will be no repeat answers. Everyone has to be different. And it'll make more sense as we go along how that is, but it's just a guarantee that we have different points no matter what, so we don't all say the same things.
Sounds good.
So that's going to be the rule for this. Now, I have written down the list. It is entirely possible, because we are recording this about a week and a half away from WrestleMania, it's possible other things will get added on, potentially as a pre-show match or something else, because it's a 2-day event. We're not going to count those. We're only going to go off of what we know now, which should be most of the card. And we're also not counting anything on the SmackDown on the Friday. Nothing from the NXT show that day. Just the 10 announced WrestleMania matches so far. And we will kick off with that coin toss that I was talking about. Now, Abrar, this is your show, so I want you to pick heads or tails.
It's a doozy here. Well, I just do want to say that it is March 26th that we're recording right now. Just want to say that first. Okay. Let's do. Just give me that. Just give me tails.
Okay, tails never fails. All right, so if it lands tails, then Abrar gets to choose. Flipping. It's heads.
Oh,
Hey.
It's heads. Steven, you get to pick if you want to go first or second. And now, essentially, what I'll tell you is I will tell you the first matchup in the list, and I will tell you the last matchup. So you get to choose which one of those you'd rather take your pick for.
Oh.
So the first one we read, what we'll do is Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. So if you say you want to predict first, you get to pick your winner for that. And then the last one that we'll be doing on our list is the main event, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
Ooh.
So which one of those would you rather have first say on?
You're giving us a lot of pressure here, man. This is too much.
It's a big competition. It's important. We're starting a legacy here.
You're right.
We can any other events upcoming. This prestigious championship can be put up for.
It's true. It's a hard one. I'm going to go with the first one.
Okay, so you choosing to predict first.
Yes.
All right. So I have to make a little note here so I know what we're doing. All right, so Steven, Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso?
Brother
Who's gonna
versus
win?
brother.
Who's going to win that brother my brother match?
Yeet or no yeet?
Exactly.
Ooh, it's got to be Yeet.
Steven is saying Jey Uso main event. Jey Uso will
main
win.
event Jey Uso.
So that means that if Jey Uso wins, Steven gets a point, and if Jimmy Uso wins, Abrar will get a point.
Jimmy will win. I have a feeling.
Okay,
That
Abrar's already confident for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, BS.
All right,
If I picked the other way, he would have been like, "Oh, Jay's got this." Easy.
exactly. He's got to have confidence in his boys. Whoever lands on his team. Okay, Abrar. Now you get to pick the second match we have. Gunther versus Sami Zayn.
Okay. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Okay, so this is a big one here because I feel like all these matches are like we want different title changes, right? For every title.
I don't know. I mean, do we
Not
want
always.
it? Maybe. But will it happen? I don't know.
I mean, I want Sami Zayn to win, but is he going to win it on the big stage?
This is for the Intercontinental Championship, which it's worth mentioning Sami Zayn has already held before.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
So Gunther has a long reign, over 600 days. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with, I'll go with Sami Zayn. How about that?
Sami Zayn.
Ooh.
Sami Zayn, a Sami Zayn victory to close up Ramadan. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's huge. Actually, yeah, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
So Steven, that defaults your pick to being Gunther.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too upset about that.
The Ring General.
All right, so number 3, Steven, you get to pick now. LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
Wow, I didn't even know that was a match.
It's a big LA Knight just home invaded AJ the other day.
Yep. He got arrested.
Yeah, he got arrested.
Yeah.
That's bad publicity for the Slim Jims, huh?
Oh,
no.
shit, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Slim Jim's going to get rid of LA Knight. That's not good.
Yeah. jeez. Oh, God. I mean, in the past, your house gets raided. I mean, you win.
Is that true?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know about
Pretty
that.
true.
I will say that in the most recent past, in WWE specifically, the home invasion angle that I can think of was
Triple
Samoa
H.
Joe
Oh,
to
it's
AJ
Mojo,
Styles.
yeah.
And Samoa Joe did not win the championship there. So I guess that's correct.
Man,
Also,
he got
like-
raided again?
Yeah, he gets rated all the time.
Who
You
messed
don't
up? He
remember
needs to
Samoa
move.
Joe? Oh, Wendy.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
yeah, that was really weird and creepy.
Also, like Seth Rollins with Edge.
Oh, I guess that was more recent, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And Seth
Yeah.
didn't win that. Oh, so
Yeah.
Steven's got a point.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, he is gonna retire soon.
Who?
AJ.
Well,
This
I
is
don't
his
know if
last this contract. This is it.
have you
he
seen
said
him? He
that.
looks jacked.
That's what he said. This is it.
Right. Well, what do you pick?
He's almost 50, so he needs it needs to come to an end.
So it sounds like
I-
Steven's taking AJ?
My heart says AJ. He's one of my favorites, and he's got to bring it home.
All right.
Bring it home to
AJ
Wendy.
Styles. Means Abrar takes LA Knight there.
Yeah.
Now, Abrar, your next pick, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the
Rhea.
Women's World Championship.
Again, it's just like the Gunther match. Like they both have long reigns. I feel like Judgment Day will collapse here, except Rhea Ripley. So I'm picking Rhea Ripley here.
A Rhea retention.
Ooh.
Yeah, diarrhea.
Oh, let it rip.
What? Wait, what happened to all the titles got to change?
Well,
They can't
Actually,
all change.
yeah, that can't all of them change.
You just said.
Yeah, I did say that, but yeah.
Well, speaking of, so Abrar takes Rhea Ripley. That means Steven has Becky. Speaking of all the titles got to change, the next one that Steven gets to pick is Io Sky versus Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
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 Io is a champ.
Yes.
But does that
It's
make
Bailey.
Bailey the chump?
It's Bailey.
Bailey.
Yeah. It has to be. I mean, I love Io.
She's held the title for quite a while. I think
Yeah.
longer than anyone would have suspected after her cash-in.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy
She
about.
really hasn't defended it. She really hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
And giving it to Bailey, it would end. What is it? Damage control. It would end that. Everyone can move on, do their own thing, and Bailey can be a fighting champion.
I think it's time we put some respect on Bailey's name.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. This next one is a Brar's pick. But it's a little different because it is a triple threat, which means even after Abrar still gets his first pick, but Steven still has an option to pick.
Yeah.
He doesn't automatically get assigned something on this one. So, our next match is for the U.S. title, Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens.
So I would love for a Kevin Owens WrestleMania moment for him. I mean, he did have a moment last year, but him by himself as a champ, that's pretty cool. And of course, Randy Orton has always been there, done that. I don't think he really needs it, but I think who really needs it is the stupidest guy I ever seen in my life. I hate this guy, but he makes wrestling so easy for some reason. That's why I guess I admire him for some reason. But
You heard it here first.
I wouldn't say admire. I'd say respect. Respect the craft.
I respect his craft as a douchebag.
Okay.
I am picking Logan Paul to be the champion.
I think it's fair to say that whether or not we may not go as far to say we like Logan Paul, but we definitely like Logan Paul better than Jake Paul.
Yes, absolutely. Let me shake your hand.
Let's go, Iron Mike. Yeah, shake my hand.
Yay.
So Abrar saying Logan Paul. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that was my fucking choice.
Whoa.
That's how we do it here. All right, so Steven, you get to choose now between Randy Orton or Kevin Owens.
Ooh.
Both have held the U.S. title before.
Yeah, there's just no point to put it on either of them.
Well, just
There's no
ask yourself
point.
which one makes more sense.
Logan Paul. I mean, that's it. The other two were just there to put on a good match. But let's make Kevin relevant again.
Let's make Kevin champion again.
Mm.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's go with Kevin.
Kevin Owens is down as your answer.
Yeah.
So next up, Steven, you get to choose. And once again, this is a not a multi-man match, a multi-team match. So Abrar will still have options here. But this one is also a little trickier, and we'll have to have a bit more discussion about it. It is the six-pack tag team ladder match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. Now, the teams that are confirmed for this match, because there's a tournament going on right now. We're recording this too early. The teams that are confirmed for this match, obviously the Judgment Day, DIY, that's Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, the Awesome Truth, Miz and R-Truth, the New Day, and then it says versus the SmackDown tournament winners. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 4 teams. And then the tournament winners, 5th team. But it's a six-packs challenge, so...
There's I'm guessing a unannounced tag
Raw
team
thing, maybe?
I
Like
think
a Raw
that's
team?
I think that's already over.
Where's the brothers?
The Good Brothers?
The Creed brothers?
Yeah.
They're not in it.
They're not
Really?
in it. They
I
could
think
get added.
They are
I think-
pushing the hell out of those guys.
I think DIY beat them in the tournament.
So I guess the push is over. That sucks. Sorry, guys.
I don't know.
Y'all were technically good, so sorry.
I mean, right now in the SmackDown thing is between Legado de Fantasma, who is
Fantasma,
Angel, and the other guy, and New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bate, and then
that's
A-Town
fair.
Down Under,
A-Town Down Under.
and the Street Profits.
No, it's bait and done. They're getting pushed too.
What do you think they'll win the match? That's the question.
That's a question.
The Mania match, or
Yeah,
there's
the actual ladder match. Who will that's where the brownie points come. Like, who will win the actual Mania match? Debating who's in it and not in it yet is tricky, but not necessarily the answer.
exactly.
I already know my answer, but hopefully you don't pick mine.
I think the winners are already in it, though.
You want me to repeat the people that are in it?
Yeah.
Okay, the 4 teams that are in it are Judgment Day, DIY, The Awesome Truth, and The New Day.
I'm gonna go with DIY.
DIY?
You know me.
Do it yourself.
You know me. Mania ladder matches. That's my thing.
Ooh, that's true. You do have a good history of predicting the winners of ladder matches.
They not only need it, but the crowd loves them.
That's true.
Why
This
not
does
make it
kind of seem like a match where anyone can win, And the last, I want to say the last ladder match at Mania, because that certainly can't be true, but the last tag team ladder match at Mania that I can recall, there was one final team added, and it was a big surprise. It was the Hardys returning. That was huge.
Big. Yeah, it was big.
Yeah, and they won.
So something big like that could happen, but if we're going off of the teams we have listed here, yeah, anything can happen.
Mhm.
Abrar, what is your pick?
Well, I'm glad Steven didn't pick my pick because I believe this team, at least this one particular guy, he's been on programming since like at
I'm
least for a whole
already
year.
writing down your answer. I know already what you're gonna say.
I am saying this guy's been making us laugh the entire time past year after his injury. He just came back from an injury a year ago. We're talking about the awesome Truth. I think our Truth deserves a title. That is not the 24/7.
All right. All right. It's not a bad answer, not an impossible answer. His R-Truth story is very much tied in with the current champions.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And
Okay.
yeah, I don't think the Judgment Day will have any titles except for Rhea Ripley.
As much as I want to make fun of you, no, it's a solid pick. Yeah.
Thank you.
Our 8th match and Abrar's next pick is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. And CM Punk is going to be the special guest commentator in this match.
Makes
is
sense.
he?
Makes sense.
He's jumping in.
Maybe. So I'm gonna let Steven pick this one, or I have to pick this one right now.
You pick
Okay.
this one. You have to pick this one.
Damn it. Okay. Well, let me give you my diagnosis here. So Seth Rollins is coming back from a injury, or he says he's ready now. And Drew McIntyre, he's been on a heel run of his life. Of course, he didn't get that moment with the fans during the pandemic when he won the title.
It's true.
This is a tough one. Everyone is saying this person, but I'm like, maybe they can wait. But I'm just gonna pull the gun here. Not pull the gun. I'm gonna lift my skirt or my kilt, as Drew McIntyre will say. I'm gonna pick Drew McIntyre.
Okay, Drew McIntyre. Put your skirt down.
Okay, I was down.
Drew McIntyre. That means that Steven's pick is Seth Rollins.
Perfect.
This
is going to pick Seth.
Could go either way, and as Steven, you mentioned, like CM Punk could get involved. The interesting thing about that is Punk hates both of these men, so I don't know.
But
happen.
A Rollins Punk feud for the title would be.
That's what we want, right? Ooh. That's what we've wanted.
Ooh.
But I mean, at this point, I think Drew has just as much right to feud with Punk as Seth does.
He does, but Seth's been hating him forever.
And I think if there was a match that had a likelihood of a Money in the Bank cash in, it's this one.
Yes.
Are we doing any bonuses for that, or we're just doing the matches here?
Well, let's finish the 10 and then we'll discuss it.
Okay.
So next, match number 9, which is Steven's prediction, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is, I'm assuming, the main event of night 1.
Yeah.
It is the Bloodline, Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody and Seth. And if Cody and Seth win, then the rest of the members of the Bloodline are barred from ringside during the match on night 2. And if Rock and Roman win, then the match night 2 is held under Bloodline rules.
Yeah.
Which we have seen before.
Yes. Ooh. With, I believe, Roman and Jay?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw, Steven, last night, The Rock just beat up Cody Rhodes in the rain.
Oh, he pasted him.
Yeah. You saw it? Okay. Just letting
There was blood and trash can shots and
Wait, so they have a match night 1 and night 2?
Yeah, double work.
you gotta get Rocky on the card somehow. And this was it. And I'm hyped for it.
I am.
Huh. I mean, he has to be in both matches.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Rock. He has to be there, you know. Everyone has to be there.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
When you say everyone, there might be more people than you think.
Yeah.
Everyone has to be there.
People maybe unannounced or rumors. I don't know.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be there.
So you're saying Bloodline will win this match?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's probably the correct call.
Yeah. Honestly,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Because now we'll talk about it. There was a point, and yeah, maybe we're working ourselves into a shoot, brother. But there was a point last night when Rock was beating the crap out of Cody outside in the rain. There was a production truck that had two people on it, two big old faces looking down on the carnage. And these particular two people are not active wrestlers and also typically not on their actual production trucks. So made people think, like, was that put there on purpose? Are we supposed to expect stuff?
Absolutely.
And those two people were John Cena
And
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Mhm.
And we're all at this point right now. We're like, hey, anything can be great. I mean, this storyline has everyone captivated pretty much. But if we hear that glass shatter at WrestleMania, people are going to piss their pants.
Imagine Stone Cold is punching The Rock, and The Rock is punching Stone Cold. It's WrestleMania 17-19 all over again.
That's gonna be crazy
Yeah.
if that happens. Allegedly. All right. Our last of the 10 announced matches, obviously, as stated before. Main event: Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, possibly a Bloodline Rules match, possibly with crazy run-ins. Anything can happen. Abrar, this is your pick.
Wow.
You got to say who's going to win right now, Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes.
This is the biggest match in the last 10 years, at least. Last year, we got the Infinity War story where Cody did not beat Thanos.
That's true. And the rubber chicken was there.
The rubber chicken. Oh man, that was even sadder. Now he won the Rumble again. He's back on the main event against Roman Reigns. Everyone's hyped. People are saying, is Roman Reigns going to beat Hulk Hogan's streak? He needs.
That's the other thing to think about is in order to continue and top Hogan's reign, he does have to retain here at WrestleMania. So if that's what they're doing, they've come this far. Are they just going to round it out? But that means beating Cody again. Oh, no.
That's the thing. And then Cody said to Paul Heyman, like, hey, this is not the 9th ending. This is the last ending. So Endgame, Avengers, and we saw that Avengers-esque in the last SmackDown where Jimmy and Seth came out of the fans.
Jay and Seth.
Yeah, thank you. Backing up Cody. So there's a lot of things going on. This is literally one of the biggest WrestleManias of all time here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Cody crybabies out there. There's a lot of Cody fans, a lot of Rock fans, a lot of Roman fans. We're gonna enjoy eating popcorn here, but my pick is Cody Rhodes.
Whoa! Wow.
Cody
Abrar
Rhodes.
picks Cody Rhodes. Abrar is a Cody crybaby.
Ooh.
Wow.
You know what's crazy?
Huh.
I would have picked Roman anyway.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Magic of Mania. This is going to be a fun night. Anything can happen.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Man. Because every WrestleMania, every 10 WrestleMania is always something crazy. WrestleMania 20, you know what happened. WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan winning the whole thing. And now WrestleMania 40, this is a big one. So there's always something big happening in the 10th of each of WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Now, lastly, we can add on a quick bonus. I think should we do the coin toss again to see who gets to pick for the?
Well, how many bonuses are there?
Well, I can think of 2 off the top of my head.
Okay.
So do we want to do those 2?
Depending on what too, because I think I told you that one bonus about the super kicks. Is that added in there too?
Well, okay, we could do 3. We could do 3 if you want to do
Okay,
that.
okay. Let's do that.
That might be fun. All right. So we'll start with first. Let's do the coin toss again. This is a fresh set. So Steven, since Abrar picked last time, you say heads or tails.
Oh, it's gonna be tails this time.
Okay, flipping. It's heads again.
Wow.
So that means Abrar, you get to pick if you want to go first or let Steven go first. The first one we'll do is how many super kicks will take place during the Jimmy and Jay match. Now, obviously, it doesn't have to be exactly correct, but it's the price is right. Price is right. Whoever's closest.
Yeah. I'll let Steven pick this one.
He's deferring to Steven. You know exactly why he's doing that, right, Steven? I said price is right. He's going to either over or undercut you by 1.
Exactly.
It's a legitimate strategy. All right, Steven.
I respect it.
Steven, Jimmy and Jay, Brother My Brother, Pokemon the movie.
Yeet or no yeet?
Yeet, no yeet. How many super kicks will take place in that match?
Total.
Specifically that match, not counting any other Bloodline-esque match. Just
that match. Yeah.
And this means that when we watch it, we have to pay attention.
Oh, we will.
We have to count.
We will.
Hold on. Pick a number between 20 and 35.
Me?
Yeah. Not my prediction. I'm thinking.
Well, you know me, between 20 and 35, I got to say, what's 9 plus 10? 21?
21. Okay.
Doing the math here.
So it's gonna be a lot of super kicks here. A lot.
It's a bit. Yeah, anything. I know I keep saying it, but anything can happen. There could be no super kicks.
Yeah.
I think it's their finishers, so I doubt it. But
you think it'll be on night 1 or night 2?
That's a good question.
I feel like night 1.
Maybe night 2, because if Jay's involved at all in like the big tag match from night 1, then that means that like everyone from that match will have different matches night 2. So maybe night 2.
Okay. I can see that.
I'm going to say 7.
7 super kicks.
Yep. I did some math.
Ooh.
Math.
7.
Did some geometry from Helldivers.
Wow.
I did some math specifically to increase my chances, but also decrease a prize chance.
I'm not good at math, so I don't know how that works, but I believe you.
I'm good at math.
So Abrar, that means that you now must say how many super kicks you think will be in the match.
So I want to say 40, right? Because WrestleMania 40. it would make sense, right? It would make sense, right?
What a long match.
Go for it.
It would make sense. But I'm gonna go with. So hear me out.
Yeah.
They're both on the older side, right? Jimmy and Jay. They're like almost 40.
Oh, there you go. 40 again.
No. Oh yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
let's divide these these two 40-year-old men. So I'm gonna pick. So my pick doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna pick 18.
Okay, I don't know how you divided 40 into 18, but
Yeah,
I mean, we'll take it.
I was trying to think of something, but I'm gonna pick 18. I have a good feeling for 18.
You know what I really respect about that? As I said before, right off the bat, all you had to do was say 8 super kicks, and then anything over 7, you win. So I respect that you went out of your way to not do that.
I would have done.
I'm going for the accuracy. You know, I want the exact 18 kicks there.
You don't get. Okay. Here's another question: if you get the exact number, do you get 2 points?
I won. Sure. Yeah,
I'll
let's do
allow
that.
it.
All right. Well, I'll make a note of that somewhere.
Yeah, I chose my number based on. I had you pick how long the match would be. I added a little more time to it because I'm like, it might be a little longer than 21 minutes. Or it might be 20 minutes, I don't know.
All right.
And then I went on how many times you would get kicked, how many false finishes, how many, what would put you away. And I chose 7.
My favorite match was the Usos versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan in some pay-per-view match, and they had at least over 15 super kicks.
Yeah.
So,
But they were working as a team, not fighting each other.
yeah, I know.
They're different.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah.
So our next prediction is Abrar. You must say, will we get a Damian Priest cash in? Yes or no?
Yes.
And the opposite is what Steven has to say. You
Yes.
say yes, cash in.
Yes, cash in.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh.
If it's not now, then just retire.
You know what? I would have said no.
Oh wow.
I think it would be the next day.
Oh, like Raw after WrestleMania. Okay.
Raw or SmackDown or whatever brand
Dolph,
he's on.
the Dolph Ziggler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Precedent has been set in the past that you can cash in for mid-card titles. I don't know.
Why would he do that?
Well, because he doesn't fit in the stories for the other ones.
Exactly.
Maybe he'll be the first man to never cash in.
Oh, that's a record breaking right there.
That'd be great.
They should have done that with Brock Lesnar when he won the Money in the Bank because he didn't know that you only have a year.
Oh, you're talking about the Brock
Boombox.
Boombox, yeah.
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 Good times.
All right. The last one, which goes back to Steven's prediction, goes to what we were saying about the main event of the possibility of either John Cena or Stone Cold showing up. Now it's funny because I'm assuming this is the first Steven's heard of that. But it's still his choice to say yes or no. I'm gonna phrase it. Will either Cena or Stone Cold or both show up? Should I say during the main event or during the whole show? Because we need to think about this. Because like if we say like if we phrase it, will Cena or Stone Cold show up? And then Cena comes out night 1 to announce the attendance, or Stone Cold is shown backstage at night 2 and doesn't do anything during the main event. Does that count?
I think we should count it for the main event.
Will they
gotta have significance?
Will they become involved in the main event?
Yeah.
So either Cena, Stone Cold, or both.
Hey, someone's got to shut the Rock up.
Ooh.
The Rock says.
You mean the final boss? The Brahma Bull?
Right. Brahma Bull's arch
well,
nemesis is a Texas rattlesnake.
Oh.
then I'm a Texas native,
Ooh, there you go.
Mm.
and I'm gonna say yes.
Feel it. Put up your hands. Save me, Steve Austin. Steve Austin, save me.
What?
All right, you said he said yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Steve Austin / Cena. I didn't have to put Steve. I could just put S at Austin. That means Brar automatically you have to say no
Yeah,
to Austin.
yeah, that's fine because then those are just rumors, right? So it could be wrong.
True.
Yeah.
People just make
Okay.
up stuff.
That's the full thing, not including any matches that may get added in like the next week or so. We'll run it down really quick. Jimmy versus Jay. Steven has Jay. Abrar has Jimmy. Gunther versus Sammy. Steven has Gunther. Abrar has Sammy. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Steven has AJ. Abrar has LA. Look at that.
Yeah.
Rhea versus Becky. Steven has Becky. Abrar has Rhea.
Diarrhea.
Bailey versus Io. Steven has Bailey. Abrar has Io. The U.S. title triple threat. Steven has Kevin Owens. Abrar has Logan Paul. The 6-pack ladder match for the tag titles that only has potentially 5 teams announced, which I don't understand. Steven said DIY. Abrar says The Awesome Truth. The World Heavyweight title match. Steven says Seth. Abrar says Drew. The Night 1 Bloodline tag match. Steven says The Bloodline. Abrar says Cody and Seth. And then the main event of the whole show. Roman versus Cody. Steven says Roman. Abrar says Cody. And then our bonuses are how many super kicks. Steven says 7 super kicks. Abrar says 18 super kicks. Will Damian Priest cash in? Steven says no. Abrar says yes. Will Austin and Cena show up in the main event of WrestleMania? Steven says yes. Abrar says no. So this is very interesting lineup. I'm glad that we did it this way, that everyone has different answers.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if we come away with a tie. We have precedent. If that happens, then everyone listening who cares will have to follow Abrar on twitch.tv.
Yes.
To set a tiebreaker. But yeah, the predictions are in the bag, and we will have a newly crowned first ever Brown Boy Wonder podcast champion after night 2 of WrestleMania.
Wow.
It's exciting. Well, Skyler, I'm glad you you set up this whole presentation, and I hope I'm gonna leave the winner as, of course, my Brown Boy Wonder champion. Sorry,
Ooh,
Steve.
yeah, that's what I want. Before we close this out, I want a little bit of smack talk from both sides, if we could.
All right, I'll let Steven go.
Nothing to talk about. I won.
Oh, bro, I don't want the smoke.
Steven, do you know what The Rock said to Cody Rhodes in that parking lot?
Yeah, you're gonna copy another man's words?
He was talking
Yeah.
to his mama.
Yeah, he was talking to his mom. He's like, boy.
He's gonna call you boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you boy. I'm gonna put all your blood on this belt and give it to your mama.
Damn. Wow.
All right.
My closing statement is I'm a professional chef. Consider yourself cooked.
Damn. All right. That's enough smack talk for that. But now I want a quick little added on smack talk, because other than the WrestleMania predictions, also on that very same night, we have a finals for a Madden tournament that we've been doing privately. And these two also happen to be the finalists for that. So I want a little bit of smack talk for Madden. Who's going to win in Madden? Who's going to be the Madden champ, too?
Steven, go ahead.
Let me tell you something. I've been dreaming of this moment since the day we met.
Wow.
And I'm about to make my dreams come true and turn your life into a nightmare.
Ooh, damn. Damn.
Steven, I've known you since 2010. And all those times, I was like, is he a Madden player? And you were. You know what? You're trash. You're trash. Like, you literally pick up trash on the sidelines. That's it. I am the joystick warrior.
Oh, I don't like that.
Ooh.
I will Hail Mary your big ass.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Ooh.
All right. Night 2 of WrestleMania is April 7th, and that might be the day this friendship ends. Because some words have been said that cannot be taken back.
Well, I'm putting my hand out there. I want to shake your hand, Steven. Do you want to shake it?
Where's the option to spit?
Ooh.
No, I shake my hand for my buddy.
Ooh. That's a dirty hand. That's a Randy Orton hand.
Ugh.
It is.
All right. Well, again, we'll see who's the winner. But until then, Skyler, where can they find you, man?
They can find me at your house on April 7th with a big bowl of popcorn, watching this friendship unravel and fall apart into violence in
Nice.
one way or another.
Makes a good rivalry.
Steven, what about you, man?
Same time, same place.
Absolutely.
Same
Of course,
Steven place, same Steven channel.
right here on the Brown Boy Winter podcast. You can follow this podcast on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I have an Instagram page called the Brown Boy Winter podcast. I just post random clips of the from this podcast, and yeah, I guess on 3 we'll say
We'll say oh shit.
Bye.
The Rock says your mama.
The Rock says, "Know your role and know your mama."